Hello everyone, I am Abhishek and today our topic is quadratic polynomial and its graph. Here we will learn how to draw a graph of a quadratic polynomial and what is the geometrical interpretation of the roots of a quadratic polynomial. Let the quadratic polynomial, the general form of a quadratic polynomial be fx equals to ax square plus bx plus c where a not equals to 0. And let us try to draw the graph of the curve y equals to fx. So we can write y is equals to ax square plus bx plus c. Now let us take a common. So it will become a into x square plus b by a into x plus c by a. So here I have multiplied 2 and divide by 2 in the term of x. Now we have here x square plus 2x y. So to complete the square we need to add y square and here the y is b by 2a. So let us add b by 2a whole square. Now since I have added an extra number, so we need to subtract that number also. So minus b by 2a whole square plus c by a, which was already there. Now if I see the first three terms, this will become the formula of x plus b by 2a whole square minus b square minus 4ac by 4a square. Now after simplification, the above equation we get y plus b square minus 4ac by 4a is equals to a into x plus b by 2a whole square. Now this is an equation of parabola whose vertex is minus b by 2a comma minus b square minus 4ac by 4a and whose axis is parallel to y-axis. I know you have a doubt that how I have written this. So let me give you a small brief on the equation of parabola. So let's see the equation of parabola, but I will explain only the standard forms. Now let us see the general form, or I must say general standard form of equation of parabolas. The first equation is y minus beta whole square equals to 4a into x minus alpha. Now the graph of this parabola will be looking like this. Here we can see that a is greater than 0. And we call this type of parabola as rightward parabola. Definitely if a is less than 0, then the parabola will become the leftward parabola. Here we will say that point is vertex. Definitely this point will be the vertex of this parabola. Now this is the axis of the parabola. Definitely for the rightward parabola the axis is towards the right side, and for the leftward parabola the axis is towards the left hand side. Now in both the cases the axis is parallel to x-axis. Now why parallel to x-axis? That because in the equation of this parabola we can see the power of the variable y is 2, whereas the power of the variable x is 1. So that is why the axis of this parabola is parallel to x-axis. And in both the cases the coordinate of the vertex will be alpha comma beta. Since x minus alpha, so the x coordinate of the vertex will be alpha, and because of y minus beta, the y coordinate will be beta. Now definitely if we interchange the places of x minus alpha and y minus beta, then let's see what should be the graph of this kind of parabola. Now I hope you can understand what can be the graph of this kind of parabola. Now do one thing, pause the video and try to draw this kind of parabola. I hope you have drawn the graph. Let's see whether your graph is correct or not. Now these are the graphs. If a is greater than 0, then the first one, then it is called the upward parabola, and if a is less than 0, then this parabola is called downward parabola, but the vertex will be still same, that is alpha comma beta. Since of x minus alpha, the x coordinate will be alpha. Since of y minus beta, the y coordinate will be beta. And in both the cases, the axis will be parallel to y axis. Now the question is, if it is x plus alpha, then what will be the change in the coordinate of the vertex? It will become minus alpha comma beta. Therefore, the vertex of this parabola will be, any guess? Yes, this will be minus 3 comma 4. Now let us come back to our original format of this parabola. So here we have the plus sign and it is x plus b by 2a. So therefore the vertex, the x coordinate of the vertex will be minus b by 2a. Similarly, the y coordinate, since it is plus b square minus 4ac by 4a, the y coordinate will be minus b square minus 4ac by 4a. Here the power to the power 2 is on the variable x and the power of the variable y is 1. So therefore the axis of the parabola will be parallel to y axis. So this kind of parabola will be either upward parabola or downward parabola. It's depending on the value of a. If the value of a is positive, it will be upward parabola. If it is negative, it will be downward parabola. But don't ask what happened if a is equals to 0, because a is already not equals to 0. Now let me write the coordinate of this vertex as minus b by 2a comma minus d by 4a. Definitely d is the discriminant, as b square minus 4ac, I replaced that term by d. Now let us draw the graph with different conditions. So the first condition is d greater than 0. Definitely we know that if d is greater than 0, then the roots are real and distinct. Now here we have two subcases, a greater than 0 and a less than 0. Now let us draw the axis first for both the cases. Now in this case, when d greater than 0 and a greater than 0, then the y coordinate of this vertex will be negative. Therefore, this coordinate will lie below the x-axis. Therefore, the vertex will be either in the fourth quadrant or in the third quadrant. Now, fourth or third, it is depending on b. Because as a is already positive and there is a negative sign, so therefore if b is positive, the x coordinate will be negative. Hence, the vertex will be in the third quadrant. Similarly, if b is negative, then the vertex will be in the fourth quadrant. And if b is 0, the vertex will be on the y-axis. Whatever, the x coordinate of this parabola is not that much important. Important is the y coordinate. So in this case, the vertex is in the third quadrant or in the fourth quadrant. Definitely for this case, the vertex will be in the first quadrant or in the second quadrant. And in this case, the parabola will be upward parabola. And in this case, we can say that the parabola is downward parabola. But in any case, the parabola is intersecting the x-axis at two distinct points. Like we can see here or here. Thus, we have drawn the curve y equals to fx, which is intersecting x-axis at alpha and beta in these 2 points. Now we know from the concept of functions that for any point C, this directed height is called fc. That is, if fc is below the x-axis, then fc will be negative, and if fc is above the x-axis, then it will be positive. And if fc is on the x-axis, like f of alpha and f of beta, the functional value is 0. Therefore, we can say f of alpha equals to 0 and f of beta equals to 0. Therefore, alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic polynomial. Therefore, we can say if a curve intersects x-axis, then the x-coordinate of the point of intersection is called the roots of this curve. Now, if d is equals to 0, then the y-coordinate of the vertex will become 0. Hence, the parabola will look like this. Here, the x-axis is touching the parabola at its vertex. So, we can say if the discriminant equals to 0 or the quadratic equation has real and equal roots, then it will touch the x-axis. Now in case of d less than 0, the y-coordinate will be positive if a is positive and the y-coordinate will be negative if a is negative. Therefore the curve will look like this. Here the curve is not even touching the x-axis. Therefore the quadratic equation has no real roots. So therefore we have learned that the quadratic equations are basically a parabolic equation whose axis is parallel to y-axis, and the roots are not for only quadratic equation, it's for any equation. Roots are the x coordinate of the point of intersection of the curve and the x axis. Thank you.